Hi, my name is Rick Sanchez. I'm with a company called Tractor Tip Equipment, and what we have for sale here today is a Komatsu PC360. This is an LC model. It's a -10. The serial number on this machine is a long serial number, but I'm going to start with like the last 10 digits. T0207009. I'm going to leave that last digit blank. So we're going to talk about the mechanics of this machine in the first clip, the operating specs in the second. We'll run it in the third. If you buy this unit from me or some of the others that I have for sale, we've got a Cabelco right there. I've got a couple of T-Rex trucks that we're selling. I've got that JCB loader, some big water tankers, skid steers, some trenchers. Anyway, point being, if you buy any one of these tractors from me, you're going to be dealing with Pro Prevents. He's the guy running the camera. He's my right-hand man. Price on a new machine like this these days is probably $450,000. I hadn't priced a machine like this new in probably 10 years, 12 years maybe. It may even be as high as $500,000. So as far as manufacturers go, Komatsu's ubiquitous out there. They're number one in the world of, they're number two in the construction of, or in the manufacturing of heavy construction mining equipment. And they're number one in the manufacturing of excavators. They build more excavators than all of the other manufacturers combined worldwide. They own 65% of the market worldwide, and that's not because they're cheap. They build solid, reputable, reliable machines that stand the test of time. The weight of this excuse me, the weight of this machine is 79,000 pounds. The widest point is 11 foot 4 inches. That's the width of those tracks right there. The highest point is the top of that cab at 10.5 feet. And the transportation length when this tractor's knuckled over in the transport position is 32 feet. Comparable machines are like a Cat 330 DL or a John Deere 370. We're gonna get up on the I'll show you the engine here in a minute, but as far as the history of this machine goes, this machine, like almost every machine we purchase, is an original owner Dallas, Texas machine. You say, well, what's so significant about that? The Dallas-Fort Worth area is pretty much a non-corrosive environment. We're 300 miles from the ocean. We don't mine any kind of salt or anything like that. It's just, the only salt we see is the salt on our kitchen tables, and we don't even like to see that. Both Pro and I have high blood pressure, so we try to keep the salt off the table. So, yeah, so the other thing is that this particular excavator had we bought it from a company that we've done quite literally millions of dollars worth of business with, back and forth. They bought machines from me, I bought machines from them, I've sold machines to them, they've sold machines to me. So, and they've got an excellent, their maintenance manager is top notch. I mean, they've got an excellent maintenance program that rivals some of the best we've seen. We've been happy with all the machines that we purchased from those guys, and it should be said that before I purchase any machine, I send 2 mechanics to go out and inspect it. And if they say everything's okay with the machine, then I have Pro Prevencio go out and inspect it. And if he says everything's okay, then I personally go out and I inspect it before I write a check. So these machines are 3 and 4 times vetted before we even before we put the money down. As far as options go, this machine has got a pattern control change valve. It's up there at the top. I'll show it to you in a minute when I get up there. I think it's got a key battery disconnect. It does. You can borrow your phone. Oops. It's got a keyed battery disconnect right there. So that's a good option to have. Like if the tractor's going to be sitting for a while, you can you know, cut the battery off because it's got a slow. All of these newer machines have got a slow battery range. So this machine has got it's got an outlet in the cab, but I'm not real sure if it's 12 volt because so I'd be careful before you plug your iPhone in. I think it's 12 volt, but don't quote me on that. All of the fluid levels on this tractor are where they should be. This machine is mechanically sound. There is absolutely not one leak on this machine. Everything on it works. Top speed on this machine is 3.4 miles an hour. The undercarriage, as you can see there, is about 85%. There's no leaks on those final drives. They counter rotate with no problem. The shoe width is 33.5 inches. Track on the ground is 13.5 feet. PSI rating is about 8.3 pounds. The hydraulics are strong on this machine. There's no cracks or welds anywhere on this tractor. All of these pins and bushings are relatively tight. That Rotec area, or that Rotec bearing, there's no deflection or any kind of problem right there. The swing motor's got plenty of power. Swing brake works just fine. This bucket right here is 60 inches. It's a 60-inch bucket, dirt bucket. It's 6 foot 8 inches deep, right? But it's 6 foot 8 inches. I'm sorry, it's 6 foot 8 inches deep, and it's six foot to this point to right here, right here. So it's 6 foot 8 right here, 6 foot to this point, and then it's 60 inches. It's 5 foot across. To give you an idea. The big bucket. What would you rate that, Pro? About 2 yards?
Yeah, at least
Maybe
2.
a little better.
Maybe a little better, yeah.
The maximum dig depth on this machine is 22 feet. From the center of the swing, the maximum reach at ground level, like it is right now, is 36 feet. The maximum dig height is 22 feet. The breakout force on this machine is 58,000 pounds. And the lifting capacity is, I think there's a chart in there. I'm not gonna, let me look at that real quick. Oh, no. There's not a chart in there, so I'll have to get back with you on that, but it's a lot. Pro, what do you think of this tractor?
It's a good one. Lights work on it.
Oh yeah, the lights work on it.
Got a lot of power. Starts right
Is
up.
there anything wrong with this tractor that you know of, Pro?
It needs an owner.
Well, besides that, we're trying to do that.
No. It's a good machine.
Pro says it's an orphan and needs an owner, so be the lucky man who gets it. Is that it, Pro? You have everything?
I think you covered everything.
Okay. All right, so this is the engine compartment here. See, there's your great big valve body right there. That right there is your ISO to backhoe control pattern, ISO to British standard. Here's your remote lubrication joints. There's your engine. Get my notes on this engine. This is a that engine right there is a 6AA, 6AA6D 114E-5 engine. That's a tier 4 engine. This does not have any of that DEF stuff on it. It's just a highly fuel efficient engine. You don't need to stop this machine. It doesn't have that DEF crap on it, and you don't have to stop this machine to do the regeneration like you do in some of the earlier tier 4 machines. You just it automatically does it itself. This fuel tank right here is it's a 160 gallon tank, and that'll run you from 16 to as many as 22 hours of operation. This tractor will run like probably 3 gallons a minute. I mean, it all depends on what you're doing, but it's a pretty good engine. That is a clean burning engine. Okay, so this is the inside of the cab here. Here's your travel control levers. There's your joystick. There's your safety. There's your radio. Cup holder. Ashtray, I guess, cup holder. And here's all your other stuff. That's your idle control, ignition switch, obviously. So when you turn this tractor on, you get a nice big Komatsu on there. Oops. This has got to be down, and you can start it. And that right there is just telling you that it's time for a service. So anyway, that's kind of it. Oh, here's your chair, your seat, I mean. Pretty good shape.